Hello, everybody. So you've probably heard the Dragon Temple finally dropped. So, let's get into the fun stuff. Alrighty, so, first of all, how do you do this new dungeon? Well, you can access it from Nilgarth, and then you come all the way back to this gate back here, and then you place a key in here. Now, what keys, you might be asking? Well, it's the keys which you will find in your special tab in your inventory that you have been getting from the envelopes. Now, before you do the dungeon, I recommend you play all sorts of different classes. I recommend Sorcerer for damage. Paladin is also very good for support. Same with Bard to an extent. Yeah, oddly enough, Bard is actually kind of good. And, of course, Cleric. You always want to have probably 2 to 3 Clerics with you. I've done runs without Clerics, but it's a bit too stressful. It's always best to have a couple Clerics. So... Alrighty, so welcome to the Dragon Temple Dungeon. You're going to start somewhere around the base of the temple. There's multiple different spots, which is very interesting. But you have to climb up the mountain and kill the guys. You kill them for their loot, or, even better, the key, which is what you need to progress into the temple. Now, once you actually step foot into the temple itself, you will be greeted with this small little lobby room, which you go to the door and it requires a key. If you're a mage, you can actually blink straight through the door to get through it early, but there's a chance you might fall into the lava behind it. Basically, once you climb up the little staircase and whatnot, you will be presented with sort of a weird chamber room filled with Ronins and the other fellers. You can kill them if you want, but most of the time the lava will just do the work. So, if you want the drops, kill them. If you don't, just run top and center. Congratulations, you've made it to the second floor. In order to get past this spot, you are going to need to collect bamboo from outside the temple. In order to collect the bamboo from outside the temple, you have to avoid wind, and you have to do parkour. Don't worry if you fall off, just jump into the void. Okay, last floor is pretty simple. Just kill all the guys, and if you're a knight, feel free to taunt. It's a good time. New dungeon, that means new boss. And oh my fucking god. This fucker right here. I hate him. I do not like him at all. Partially just because people are stupid, so, yeah, I'll get to that. Basically, this is the Dragon Master, the new boss you will find at the very top floor of the dungeon. He can be ridiculous to deal with occasionally, but he has very good drops. He drops chocolate coins, which actually are good. People don't know how to use them. And then he has 3 dragon envelope drops, which, the reason that is because good loot. And then he can drop dragon scrolls, dragon megaphones, all the golden dragon weapons, and some of the new armors, which I'll get into. He also drops yellow and red dye, and then this has not been seen in the main game since the scrapped Ethra dungeon, so that's nice. So, why do I hate the new boss? Not so much the boss, players. Why? Because they do not hit the fucking gongs when they need to. Basically, he has a very special attack, which is devastating, catastrophic. Basically, he has a special little statue, which laser beams you to death. Think of it like the Mokatua, only it will not stop. It will not stop until you have to hit the gongs. You can actually predict when this attack is going to happen after he drops from 1.4 million health. And after he does 2 Kamehamehas. That is when he will do the attack. You have to hit the gongs immediately, or everyone will fucking die. There is zero, and I mean zero, other way to dodge or parry the attack. You just have to hit the gongs. With this update, not only has there been a new dungeon, a new boss, and whatnot, but incredible new loot. And for some of it's actually really good and good. And gooder. Let's go back to our friend, the Dragon Master. As you will see, all sorts of armors with him. He's drops, God, I've lost count how many armors. I believe 6 different sets. 6. You have the Dragon set. Well, no, never mind, just 5. He drops the Dragon set. The Dragon Hunter set. And, the Dragon Mage set, so, original. And then he also drops the Ninja set, which is the boots. I love the boots. Love the boots. And then there's the moon robes and the traditional straw hat. Those are kind of mid, not really worth getting. But then there's some other stuff as well. Like the Kushirigama with quite a good, it's good, not particularly great or anything. The Bleeding Execute modification. It's not super high damage, but it goes on for an incredibly long time. Then there's the Katana, which has a pretty good, I'm not super sure about it, Ground Slam modification, but hey, it's really nice. And then there's the Bamboo Staff, which, this is an outlier. They scrapped the little monster which it was going to go on, or person, whatever the heck. They scrapped it, so you just get it from the boss now. And then there's this piece of shit. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I wish you the best of luck at grinding. Truly, I do. Because I want cheap shit in the marketplace. Have a wonderful, wonderful update.